Hey everyone, it's Sagan from Sign to Say, and welcome to today's Shocktober video, and welcome back to Harvester. Whatever this weird-ass game is, I still don't know what I'm doing. And I know I said I was going to read the manual off camera. I legitimately have not had time to do that. And need to get this video recorded today, so we're going to wing it. Okay, so we know we can't get into the lodge until we have an application. We need to figure out a way to get the old codger at the post office to give us an application. But I can't. Okay, let's go back to my house real quick. Because I noticed that last time I did have the... Okay. I did have the newspaper in my inventory. So... what if I were to put the newspaper on the doorstep?
Well, that didn't work.
The...
Okay.
Do I gotta go track down that kid or something? Oop. Or did I just miss that opportunity, I wonder? Yeah, that sounds like me about, oh, right when I hit the record button to start doing this.
Leave me alone, will ya? This is the good part.
Okay then.
Good. Finally.
A little turd. One of your typical wall clocks. Army surplus air conditioner. Boy, that doesn't sound like something right out of the 50s. Okay, so... because my thought there was like, okay, maybe we need to give the kid the paper. Alright, let's see what's in the abandoned house. An old car that is a perfect nesting ground for wasps. Let's stay the hell away from that then. The whole house is like being surrounded by wasps. Okay. This house is not abandoned. Okay. Why, lady, why are you in this abandoned house?
It's not often that I get visitors.
Are you the wasp woman?
I'm Tetsuo
Yes.
Crumb. The ignorant of harvest call me the wasp woman. A pejorative, no doubt, born of fear and a poverty of imagination.
I don't understand.
The politics of honey, the Judeo-Christian rites of sacrifice and conventional taboos against unbridled pleasure are all responsible for the prejudice against wasps.
What is this woman talking about?
When a bee stings, it rips itself apart and dies for its audacity. This appeals to those raised worshipping a god that demands sacrifice and atonement. But the wasp is promiscuous. They are not as sympathetic to the masses because they don't die when they sting. They live to sting another day, and they take pleasure from it. Yes, a great deal of pleasure. The wasp is a sensual being, not a laborer, hedonistic instead of industrial. Some think them quick to anger. In truth, they are easily swayed to ecstasy. They penetrate your flesh, and the muscular contractions in their thorax as they pump venom could be likened to the muscular contractions of ejaculation, each painful welt
Wow.
an act of love.
So Wasp just out here going skate, 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 skate. Is that what I'm getting? Jesus. Okay. Like, I'm sorry. How much drugs was the person that wrote this on? Like, so I'm supposed to tell this woman like to
It's not often that I get visitors.
leave my sister alone, but I don't even have that option. Leave my sister alone.
A triviality.
You're weird.
A triviality.
Okay. Bye. Alright, let's go home and tell mother I talked to the wasp lady, because that was the thing.
I told you I'm busy, Steve. Why don't you talk to Hank or go next door and visit Stephanie or go get an early start on your new job?
It's my job.
That's right, a job. Your father has everything set up at the meat plant. After your honeymoon with Stephanie, you'll start out as a butcher in the slaughterhouse just like anybody else.
Right.
Don't expect any favors just because you're the boss's son. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
Well, I tried to do that. But, unless I'm doing something wrong. Oh yeah, what am I supposed to do with the adult magazine? Use newspaper on my inventory? Oh, I see. If I click myself, it opens the inventory. That's cool. Okay. Use newspaper on... Really need to use the newspaper on Jimmy.
Oh, man.
It won't
Well,
let
that didn't work.
won't let me do that, so... Alright, I don't know. Let's explore the town, then. Gein Memorial School. Edna's Diner, police station, fire station, newspaper building. Let's go to the newspaper building. Huh. Okay, so the newspaper building's burned down. So why do we all have newspapers, and why is Jimmy picking them up? Yeah, there's 3 fire hydrants. And yet this building burned down like there wasn't a drop of water to be found. Ooh, shovel. Huh? Yeah, can I take the shovel? So I'd like to pick up the shovel, thank you. Alright, I have a shovel. No idea what it's good for. So maybe I could use it to knock one of these weirdos out. Writing a bug report.
Hello, Steve. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sheriff Dwayne, and this here's Loomis.
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then, we haven't met before?
Of course we have. But I heard about your alleged amnesia and figured I'd play along. I sure hope this is just a prank and not the start of some insanity plea. Keep your nose clean or you'll wind up in jail, and that's no place to hold a wedding. Amnesia or no, you can't have forgotten you're about to marry the prettiest little thing in Harvest. I think you and Stephanie are perfect for each other. I just hope her father's disappointment doesn't spoil everything.
Disappointment?
Mr. Potsdam wants to hold the wedding in the lodge, but he'll never get in. Like all the rest, he's always hanging around the post office the first day of the month, waiting for Boyle to bring out that month's lodge applications. And there's always a long line, never enough applications to go around, and even if you do get an application, chances are you're right out of luck. Fewer called to the order and even less accepted. And Potsdam, well, they've turned him down so many times, unless he does something radical, he'll never get in. I don't mind telling you, I'd never get anything done if not for the lodge's efforts. To join the Order of the Harvest Moon is the highest dream of everyone in Harvest. Like I said, unless you get an application on the first day of the month, you're generally out of luck. Stop by the post office and talk to Postmaster Boyle. You never know. He might have a spare application laying around.
And by the sound of it, he doesn't. He just has the original.
Stop on by any time, Steve.
Anything I can help you with?
The coffee sure smells good.
Help yourself. Speaking of which, you're real lucky to be marrying Stephanie. She don't look like a good woman. I just hope she don't turn out like Mrs. Loomis, or mercy forbid Mrs. Phelps. Good women can be awful hard on a man's needs, don't you know?
Right.
Why, you sure ought to appreciate what a man's gotta do sometimes in a parked car, or a waist-high knothole in a tree, or jail cell at noon. Matter of fact, Mrs. Phelps got no reason not to sell you some of them French postcard girly picture books. If you can get any, it's see clear to part with them. Bring 'em round when the sheriff's at lunch, and I'd be obliged.
Huh.
Course, I don't necessarily mean French postcards. That's just what we called them in my day. Any kind of girly picture book, the kind men like, would be just dandy. I'd be right grateful, kiddo, if you were to bring me one.
Well,
Anytime, kiddo.
as it so happens, of course, he said lunchtime when the sheriff's at lunch, but actually, here before I do that, let's save the game. In case, because I don't trust this game to be like a thing like you do shit wrong and like that's it, it's done, you can't go back. Yeah. Especially after what happened in the previous episode.
Oh, I seen you brung me a girly picture book. Oh, don't give me it now. Come back when the sheriff's at lunch, say a little afternoon, and you'll be right as rain in my book, kiddo.
Creepy old man. Okay. Door's locked. Door's locked.
That's the evidence room, where we store items lifted from crime scenes. It's kept locked at all times. There's things in there that could make people jump through hoops, if I wanted.
Okay, well, I guess we need to come back. to the fire station.
Please excuse the mess. They've done wonders with the upstairs bedroom, but this garage defies color coordination.
Okay, tell me your fireman is gay without telling me he's gay? What? 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 What is happening here? This is a fire station. It looks like a museum.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do!
I don't converse on the job, Steve.
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the House of Flame, as we like to call it. Oh, cut it out, Spots, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up. There you go, Spot. So, Steve, bet you don't remember me. Heard about that short in the old wiring. I'm Fire Marshal Sparky, head of your fire department.
Then why are you sketching nude men in my fire department?
Please, it's not the subject, it's the process. Don't be such a party pooper, Steve. We're talking about art. Besides, we haven't had a fire in Harvest since the newspaper building burned down. Though I'll admit that the Wasp Woman's place is one big accident waiting to happen. Isn't that right, Spots?
Oh, he's a good devil.
A dreadful affair. You wouldn't think that a brick and steel building with a sprinkler system could go up that quickly. Oh, please. Dwayne was glad enough to see the thing go up, and so was McKnight. If you could get into that safe in his wall... Forget it. Look, Steve, as far as I know, the fire was an accident. Let's just leave it at that. Now don't you go moving.
I guess this is because, you know, the aliens, I'm assuming this is aliens, I could be totally wrong, but whoever these people are, they clearly have only, like, the vaguest idea of how humans should behave, because the stereotype of firemen is supposed to be strong, burly men, that they've gone in the complete opposite direction here, but, yeah. Stereotypes. That's all I'm saying. Stereotypes.
Some people think all we do is sit around, sketching fetching examples of manhood for our own amusement. Nothing could be further from the truth. Why, just the other day we cited Ted to a crumb for fire code violations. All the dried out paper wasp nests clustered around our wooden house, why, it's a chem log just waiting for the right faggot. Believe me, none of us wants to see another fiasco like the Sentinel fire.
Remember, that word also refers to a bundle of sticks. But I'm sure it was used as double entendre here.
A dreadful affair. You wouldn't think that a brick and steel building with a sprinkler system could go up that quickly.
Okay, this might get me killed, but what the hell?
Art enriches the community, Steve. No less than a pulsing fire hose or a fireman beating down a blazing door. So what if we're drawing a nude man? So what if all we ever draw is a nude man, or the same nude man over and over in all sorts of provocative positions? Context, not content. Process, not subject. Don't be so gauche, Steve. It's beneath you. Bye-bye.
I just heard a car crash. Picture a phallic-like structure standing around.
Stop it! You're messing me up!
Okay, let's get out of here. See what's at the hotel.
Stephen,
Who are you?
I am Daniel Moynihan, mortician and proprietor of the Wayward Hotel.
Most people ask me why I don't remember their names.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Besides, as one who deals with the dead, I try not to involve myself in the affairs of the living. Your loss of memory is of no concern to me, true or false. Ironic, considering my recent involvement in a charity event.
What are you talking about?
My complaints were central to the scheduling of the upcoming Harvest Bake Sale. I'm gratified the Order of the Harvest Moon got involved. The proceeds will certainly help cover my losses. It seems that, like some elephant's graveyard, people of low station come to harvest to die. They simply drop dead, penniless, and they all need burials. God knows, by putting these people up at the Wayward Hotel, I do more than my fair share. So why must I pay for the coffins and burial materials as well? My losses to the dead are substantial. Hopefully the bake sale will offset some of them. This bake sale is a joint effort of the Harvest PTA and the Order of the Harvest Moon. The proceeds will be used to set up a fund for transients. In other words, bums and societal rejects without families who wander into harvest uninvited.
Then the Order is setting up shelters for the homeless?
Not shelters. Graves. You see a great number of these hobos die while passing through. Don't ask me why, it's what those people do. Use your common sense, Stephen, memory or no. If they were involved in setting up homeless shelters, then why would I be involved? And why would I be sustaining losses? As always, the Order of the Harvest Moon has taken the lead in addressing our societal ills. Through their sponsorship of the blood drive and the bake sale, the lodge ensures that all our needs are met.
Needs? Such as?
Pardon me, there are corpses to prepare. And my losses have been substantial of late. If you're sincerely interested in the Order, however, you should stop by the lodge and speak with the Sergeant-at-Arms.
Why should I be interested, Mr. Moynihan?
Of all the spots in Harvest, the lodge is the most prominent, literally and figuratively. It is the ambition of everyone here to join. And join you must to attain wisdom.
What kind of wisdom?
If I knew, I'd be a member. I have the feeling you have what it takes to join the Order, Stephen. We all believe that. Whether or not you live up to your potential is up to you. I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
Northern Abraham Cliff. Okay, so they've got a hotel, but it's essentially their mortuary. It is right next to a church, it looks like, so that makes some sense, but yet doesn't make sense. Oh no, that's the mortuary. Schedule of this week's funerary event. This seems more like a church than a mortuary, but... Hauntingly beautiful stained glass window, which a man holds the sides in one hand, some ethereal power in the other. Interesting. I assume there's nothing for me to do here at the moment. Oh. How the hell did you get over here? You were in the inn.
Young man, we really have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your innards shall soon adorn my slab, and I'd rather not know the face of the meat I'm slicing.
Weirdo.
You're spouting gibberish.
You're alright, Moynihan.
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
Yeah, this place is straight up gross. So clearly I'm not ready for any of this crap. Oh, that's a cool shot of the lodge, anyway. Oh, hey, Jonathan A. Radcliffe. Ah, haha. That is a mausoleum. Oh, the Poston family crypt. Interesting. Why would I need to break into the Poston family crypt? Because clearly that's going to have to be a thing. Also, it's not nighttime. Alright, right, that's just this old creepy fucker. Here, do you want a newspaper?
That really doesn't interest me, Steve.
How about this here shovel?
That really doesn't interest me, Steve.
Yeah, your face doesn't interest me. Alright, go to the school. I mean, I feel like I'm running out of places to go here.
Steve, good of you to drop by, big guy. Haven't seen you since graduation. A lot of changes, I hear.
You could say that.
Good, good. That's a nice part of my job. Turning fine young men and women out into the world, and then watching them prosper. Of course, I was able to reach more people at the old Sentinel, God bless her. But then again, I never got to see the results of my work up close before.
Who are you?
You know very well I'm Mr. Harold, principal of Gain Memorial. Steve, I've heard about this amnesia nonsense. I had hoped you'd be in the lodge by now, fine young fellow like yourself. But now, I think maybe you need a little more quality time.
What do you mean by quality time?
What do you mean, quality time?
Some, like Miss Whaley, favor stern discipline, corporal punishment, as a means of socialization. Myself, I temper discipline with love. Quality time can be such a warm, sharing experience. After just a few sessions, you'd stop this amnesia nonsense and become a productive member of society and a fit candidate for the lodge. Big guy, barring some quality time, the greatest gift I can bestow upon you as your former principal is a word of advice. Join the Order of the Harvest Moon at any cost. Within the lodge lies your future, and without dust.
Why do you keep calling me big guy?
A sign of respect, lad. As principal, my station is higher than yours now, but you never know what the future holds, so you should always hedge your bets and pay tribute to your inferiors. You never know who will come to power, or who, even now, wields it behind the scenes. For all I know, you might already be a member of the Order, with access to the lodge. If that were the case, you'd be my superior, and I'd be all that much better off having shown you respect and spent some quality time.
I don't like the way this guy says quality time. Alright, bye.
Drop in again soon. Adult education is a wonderful thing, as is adult quality time.
So I could pull the fire alarm. I feel like that's a bad idea right now. Alright, we're getting close to end time here, so I'm going to save the game, and then I'm going to pull the fire alarm and see what happens. Okay, he's not going to let us use the fire alarm, of course. Damn, I figured there'd be a good way to get him out. Perhaps another time. Okay, I'm pretty sure the kids just hit a baseball, broke a window, and cheered about it. Alright, where's my exit prompt here? Yeah, I can't seem to walk past this tree, which makes absolutely no sense. How about I'm not stuck here? Oh, I was able to get into one of the classrooms. Interesting. Okay, we'll talk to the teacher next time. And we'll hopefully figure out how to get out of the school. And I will take that time to read the manual now, since I have a little more time to do that, and figure out what the hell am I supposed to do here. Like, clearly, I need to get an application to the lodge, but I'm not finding a way to do that. Also, there's a pencil on the floor over here. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we'll pick this up next time, talk to the teacher, see if that gets us anywhere. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more Shocktober content. Until next time, you stay classy, Internet.